Hey beautiful people, welcome back again to Clara's Corner. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make multi-purpose liquid soap. This liquid soap is for personal or commercial purposes. You can make this soap at the comfort of your home, sell to supermarkets with your sticker on it, and other individuals and make money out of it. This channel is about showing people how to make money even at home. So guys, these are the ingredients I have for this soap. But do not worry, I'm going to be listing the ingredients and the measurements on the description box for you to follow and all the right ingredients for you to use to make this particular quantity of soap. You can get these chemicals from any chemical shop in any big market around you. So you get all these chemicals to make your soap. I'll be mentioning the names of the chemicals for you to know them while we are making the soap. So follow me on this journey. Let's make this soap. So guys, the quantity of soap we are going to be making is 10 liters of soap. And what I have in this bowl is 10 liters of water. We'll be using these 10 liters of water to make this soap, and we'll be using it to dissolve all the out of this water. We'll be using it to dissolve all the chemicals that need to be dissolved for this soap. So the first one I have here is caustic soda. I'll be using 1 liter out of the 10 liters of water to dissolve the caustic soda. What I have here is 30 grams of caustic soda. It will be poured into the 1 liter of water. After pouring, you stir into the water very well. After stirring for like 2 to 3 minutes, you keep it aside to become clear on its own, to dissolve clearly, looking very plain in the water on its own. The next thing is to get another bowl, pour another 1 liter of water into the bowl, then get the next chemical, which is soda ash. We'll be dissolving this soda ash into this 1 liter of water. Also do as you did the first one, pour into the water. After pouring, you stir in very well for like 2 to 3 minutes. After stirring it very well to mix up into the water, you keep it aside to dissolve on its own properly. The next thing we are doing is to get another bowl, pour another 1 liter of water from the 10 liters of water we have from the beginning. Pour STPP, that is the ingredient we have here right now. So we're going to be pouring into this water. Pour very well and stir very well. Stir into it. This one can easily dissolve fast, but after stirring, you also have to keep it aside to cool down and also dissolve completely on its own. The next ingredient to dissolve is sodium sulfate. For sodium sulfate, you also get 1 liter of water. Pour in the sodium sulfate into the water, stir very well to mix up, then keep aside to dissolve on its own completely. The secret of getting a very high quality liquid soap is allowing your soakable ingredients to dissolve very well into water, giving them time to dissolve properly before using them to make your soap proper. So guys, you have to allow your ingredients to dissolve before using them to make the soap. So the next ingredient we'll be dissolving right now is our sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS. the almighty SLS. This is my best ingredient in making soap. So we'll be pouring it into 2 liters of water. This particular one, we are using 2 liters of water to dissolve this SLS in water. You will still do the same thing you've been doing from the beginning. Pour into the water, stir very well to mix up, then keep it aside to dissolve on its own completely. Okay guys, here are the 5 chemicals we have dissolved into water so far. We're going to be allowing them to sit for like 30 minutes before using them to make the soap proper. That is the best thing to do. Allow them to stay for some time, dissolve completely before using them. And now is the time to make our soap proper. Yes, guys, after soaking the soakable ingredients, the chemicals that we have soaked, the next thing to do is to get this bowl, pour in this chemical, which is Milocell. I'm using Milocell, or you can use nitrosol, but I prefer using Milocell because it dissolves, it thickens the soap more than the nitrosol. But while using the Milocell, you have to be very careful the quantity you use so that it don't make your soap become too thick like a pap. So be careful the quantity of Milocell you use because it thickens very well than the nitrosol. So guys, remember that we have, out of the 10 liters of water we use to soak the chemicals, we have used 6 liters so far to dissolve the other chemicals we have been dissolving from the beginning. So what we have left is 4 liters of water. So this 4 liters of water, we are using it to dissolve the Milocell gradually. You can see how I'm doing it, pouring gradually, mix it into it so that every lump will be dissolved completely before the next process. I have dissolved everything into the water. You can see the Milocell has completely dissolved. So the next thing to do is to start pouring our dissolved chemicals that will let to stay for 30 minutes. The first one I have here is the first ingredient I dissolve, which is the caustic soda. Caustic soda is what I am pouring into here. The first chemical to add into the bowl of the soap is caustic soda. Mix in the caustic soda and stir very well. Mix up very well. You can see when added is getting thicker. It thickens the mixture of the Milocell. So guys, you have to stir very well to mix properly. At this point, if you don't mix your soap very well, you're going to have lumps in your soap. The next one to mix is the soda ash, which is this next second ingredient we dissolved into water. You can see after adding the soda ash, it has thickened up more. So at this point, you need strength to stir very well so that you don't get lumps in your soap. You keep stirring until everything is properly mixed. So the third one is the STPP. That is the next thing we are adding into the mixture of the soap. Here is the STPP. I just added into it gradually and stirring. I have to stir very well for every lump to dissolve. Okay guys, the next ingredient to add is the sodium sulfate. We're going to be adding the sodium sulfate into the mixture and also stir very well. Mix for like 5 minutes continuously before the next one, which is the sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS. Pour the SLS. You can see as you pour, they increased and the soap started getting more bigger So at this point, the soap is now bigger than the bowl. So I have to like change the bowl for a bigger one so that the soap doesn't spill or start pouring on the floor. After changing the bowl, we continue mixing the whole mixture very well before the next stage, which is adding our next chemical, sulfonic acid. What I have here is sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid is a foaming agent. I'm going to be adding into the mixture gradually as I'm stirring, adding gradually before the next process. Guys, do not forget that the measurements for all the chemicals will be listed in the description area of this video. Please do well to check out the description area to get all the measurements for the chemicals used in making this soap. Ensure to mix in every ingredient added into the soap very well for your soap to come out nicely. Ensure you mix in your ingredients properly before the next one. So what we have here is Texapon. We're going to be adding Texapon into the mixture of this soap. Texapon is another foaming agent that we'll be using to make this soap. So it's being added into the soap and we're going to mix it in properly to incorporate into the mixture very well before we get to the next process. There are three agents involved in making transparent liquid soap. You have the foaming agent, you have the cleaning agent, and you have the thickening agent. These three agents will come together to make your soap come out nicely. The three agents has to come together to make your liquid soap come out nicely. So the next thing to add into this mixture is our foam booster. What I have here is Cocoamide foam booster. Is a foreign foam booster and it makes your soap to lather so well. It boosts the foaming effect of the soap. So I just added it into the mixture of the soap and I'm stirring for it to mix in properly before we get to the next stage. Like I said earlier on, in making liquid soap, we have three agents involved: the foaming agent, the cleaning agent, and the thickening agent. These three agents will come together to make out a good liquid soap. So what I have here is glycerine. Glycerine is another ingredient that will be added into this soap because this soap is called multi-purpose liquid soap. So glycerine will protect the hand from the harsh chemicals used in making this soap. So while using this particular soap to wash clothes, the glycerine in it will protect your hand from being hot out of the chemicals used in making it. Glycerin is a protective measure for the hands while using the soap. So what I have here is the fragrance. Fragrance to give the soap a very good smell, to give the soap a very lovely scent. I am using strawberry scent for strawberry fragrance in making this soap because strawberry has a very beautiful smell. So here I've finished mixing in the fragrance into the soap. Now what I'm doing right here is to divide the soap into three places because I'm going to be making three different colors out of this soap. After adding the chemicals required to make this soap, if you want to use a particular color for your soap, you can go ahead at this point to add your color into your soap. But for the purpose of this video, I intend to make three colors out of this soap. That is why you see me dividing the mixture of the soap in three bowls, because I want to make three colors out of this soap. So right here in this bowl, I'm adding lemon color into this particular bowl to have a lemon color liquid soap. So I added the color into it and I'm mixing. I have to mix properly, mix very well to incorporate the color, because it's in powder form. You have to be careful. If you are not into making this soap, or if you're a beginner, please don't be like me in this video. You have to get a smaller cup, add your color into a smaller cup of your soap before pouring into the bigger bowl of the soap. But right here, because I am used to making soap, I can easily add color because I know how it goes with colors. So in this bowl, I am adding yellow color. I'm adding yellow color into this bowl. I want to get a yellow transparent liquid soap out of this one. That is why I am adding yellow color. So I have to mix in the color properly and incorporate it well for it to come out nicely. So after mixing this color, I have to let it to sit and go to the next bowl and mix the next color. For this bowl, I'm mixing in pink color because I want to get a pink transparent liquid soup. I love colors. Anytime I make my soup, I tend to use different colors to get different colors of liquid soap. So I'm mixing pink into this one to get a pink liquid soap. So guys, this is how it goes. Mix your color properly to mix into the soup very well. So guys, after mixing the color, the last thing to add into the soap is the preservative. What we're using here is methyl paraben preservative. We're going to be mixing it into water and add into the three bowls of, share it into the three bowls of the soap. And that ends the production process of this multi-purpose liquid soap. After mixing the preservative is to mix in everything properly inside the mixture of the soap, then and keep this soap to stay for 24 hours before we'll bring it out to see how the soap came out. At this point, we are finally done with the process of making this soap. We are going to keep these bowls, cover them up, and keep them for 24 hours. After 24 hours, I'm going to bring them out here for you guys to see how the soap came out. Here is the outcome of the soap after leaving it to stay for 24 hours. The soap came out pretty well. The texture and the transparency is so clear, so glossy, so lucid. It came out very on point. This is the essence of mixing in your chemicals properly while making your soap, because when you mix in your chemicals very well. Your soap, every chemicals will dissolve properly and your soap will come out nice. So guys, you can see this one is very clear, transparent, and very okay in texture. Also the pink one also came out nice. All the mixtures are very okay. This is a very good quality of transparent multi-purpose liquid soap. This soap can be sold in a supermarket, in a store. Once you get a good container, you make your sticker, put on it. You can stay in your home and make this kind of soap, package it in your bottle and take it to where they will buy it while you make more for them. You can see how it's looking in the containers that I fill some in very nicely. See the lemon color, the yellow color, and the pink color. You can see how beautiful they are looking. Once you package like this, put your sticker on it, you can sell this product anywhere and make some money for yourself. All right guys, thank you so much for watching this video to this point. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do not forget to do that for more beneficial videos. See you guys in my next video and have a lovely day.